Good morning, everyone. It is 7:43 a.m. in the morning, October the 8th, and I did see a blood moon rising. Gather around, pour yourself a cup of coffee. Let's have some coffee this morning. Let's do that now. Hold on. I have been out this morning filming the second of the blood moon tetrads, and we're going to go to that right now. I filmed it in various stages. Let's go have a watch. Good morning, everyone. It's 5:43 a.m. I'm up early, and it's hard to see with my camera, but the moon has begun its eclipse, and this is going to be just, I'm going to do this in stages. This is the second of the 4 blood moon tetrads. So we're going to have to see what is in store coming this month, October, November, and it's early. I haven't even had one cup of coffee yet. So this is at about 5:44 a.m. Good morning, everyone. Again, now I'm out and it's 6 o'clock a.m. And I wish this camera would do justice. It's just not showing the way I was hoping, but it is starting to get a red hue. You can see the red on the left side of the moon coming in. The blood moon is beginning. And I'm going to do this in stages, and hopefully the camera will pick it up. The second of the 4 blood moon tetrads. We've seen what happened just since the very first with Russia. Right after the first blood moon, Russia goes into Crimea and the Ukraine, and Hamas starts firing rockets into Israel, and then there is war. Hamas bombards Israel with rocket fire, and Israel retaliates one event after the other. It's early. I haven't even had one whole entire cup of coffee yet. And we've got the Ebola virus, enterovirus 68. The plagues have begun. So it's a little bit after 6 a.m. in the morning, and with the naked eye, I can see the red hue forming on the left side of the moon. All right, it is around 6:30 a.m. and I'm not getting as clear a shot as I did in the previous clips. But the moon is a blood red. This is the second of the 4 blood moon tetrads. The first was in April 2014 of this year on Passover, and it's October the 8th, 2014, on Sukkot. The blood moons that are falling on a Jewish feast day. And the moon is blood red. There's just a small sliver of white on the right side. I don't know what's going on with my camera. I'm having a hard time zooming in for whatever reason. And I'm trying to keep the camera steady. It's cold out. It's cold this morning. I finally had my first cup of coffee, and I'm bringing this to you live, and I will continue. You can only imagine what is in store for the world. Judgment, another harbinger to fall on the United States of America on a Jewish feast day, Sukkot, the second of the 4 blood moon tetrads. All right, it is after 7 a.m. and it's getting daylight. And I don't know if you're going to be able to see this or not. The sun is coming up, the moon is totally blood red on this Jewish feast day. And let's do a quick recap. With the first blood moon, we had Russia that invaded Crimea and the Ukraine. There was talks of war and rumors of war. And ISIS comes on the world stage and begins their massacre of Christians in Iraq and the beheading of journalists. We've got Hamas firing rockets into Israel. Israel retaliates, and has their Iron Dome defense system, and Israel retaliates one rocket after the other fired into Israel from Hamas. We've got, this is just since April, when we have the Ebola outbreak, enterovirus 68, and what is coming down the line. Well, I don't think we're going to be able to film much more, and I hope you found this interesting. Wouldn't it have been wonderful to be filming and have this video left behind if the rapture would have taken place during this blood moon.
Blood Moon Rising, October the 8th, 2014. What is next? What is in store for the world? What is in store for the United States of America? What will take place the remaining of October, December 2014 as we approach the third blood moon in April on Passover 2015. In closing, I want to thank Nancy. We had one offering to our ministry, to the homeless, yesterday, and I want to thank Nancy for a precious gift of $25 to our homeless ministry. If you feel led to give, remember, the very first to go will be the homeless. They have already rounded the homeless up in Columbia, South Carolina, put them in what they call a FEMA homeless shelter, which is a FEMA internment camp. They have bulldozed in Ann Arbor, Michigan, and in New Jersey. They went in with bulldozers and bulldozed the homeless tent cities. In Florida, they went in with box cutters and destroyed all the homeless belongings. We've seen one event after the other leading up to the second blood moon. Russia invading Crimea and the Ukraine. ISIS comes on the world stage with the massacre of Christians in Syria, in Iraq, beheading of journalists. We had Hamas firing rockets onto Israel, Israel retaliating. We've seen more in the Holy Land. Now the Ebola outbreak and enterovirus 68, now in 48 states, young children are dying. The plagues are upon the United States of America. What is in store for the rest of October, November, and December, leading up to Passover 2015. If you are not saved, call upon Jesus now to come into your heart. If you feel led to give to the homeless ministry, the homeless are going to be the first to go. Help me fight the good fight. If you feel led by the Holy Spirit to give to our homeless ministry, the link will be below. God bless.